No one told me that. I just thought it once, but
Track torture.
Alfie, get out. Anyway, so the prediction I made for this race was Roy, Hurley's racing, Wads second, Jonas third, Luke fourth, Charles fifth. I expected Haas to have a slight downturn this weekend, but still score points with Roy win. But I don't think Roy's racing anymore.
L predictions.
Now remember your setups, everybody. Forget your setup, you are in a lot of trouble because it can do a lot. If you forget your setup, that's 2 seconds off the pace. This isn't a kids league, this is Division 1. This is the best of the best. Some of these guys dedicate a lot of their life to this. Also, hello to everyone watching Manic's Watch Along. Hope you're doing well. And Jamie Hester's just said the sprint's going to be in daylight. That's weird, but that's going to be weird, but it could be cool. Now, who's going to be on pole? This could be a lot of people. Right. I don't know who to on board with, to be honest. But here we go, we're starting the session, and the order is going to change around a lot. It's Manic Memory, Rajvoza, Jamie Hester, we'll have to go him. Right, Jamie Hester currently sits on P1. Will he stay there? We'll find out. Manic Memory is the first one to invalidate, and he's put a default setup on, which is a slight problem. Look at Jamie Hester. Onward with him it's a Haas 1-2 at the moment. The two Haas's are 1 and 2. Bunions is up to third, looking good. Roy is also looking good, but it's Charles who looks to be at the head of the pack here for Haas. With Bunions in second, really contending with the Haas's. But unless a mistake is made, this is looking like it's going to be Charles' session. Bunions is right behind though, looking to be his nearest competitor in the Red Bull. The Rabbies are not looking too good. Darth Vader and Wads in an 11th and 12th as Charles flies through there. This is the fastest man this weekend. He's done a lot of practice. Jamie Hester's fallen down to 16th behind his teammate. Down the backstretch. Get that braking zone perfect. Don't do what Max Verstappen did in 2021. Charles gets a good exit off the final corner. Charles crosses the line and goes on to pole by a huge margin. It's a Haas 1-2 for the first ever inaugural one-shot qualifying for a sprint race, and it ends in a sight all too familiar with Charles on pole, Haas lock out the front row with the defending champion Duke. Second place, 6 tenths off of his teammate. We've got Roy in third. Bunions, a decent fourth ahead of Jonas, Wads, Wide Vader. Pretty good effort by him. Cayenne, Ella, and then Kyle Webster in 10th. Got Darth Vader, Kyle, Has Woodcock, Twitch, Morgan, Manic Memory, who had a default setup, R Web, so much for R Web Racing, Jamie Hester, and last place goes to Raj Voza. So there you go, Charles bosses the field by 6 tenths, ahead of his teammate. And those Hasses are just such a nuisance. Also, Jonas is doing the sprint, which is weird. Jamie will be last, first to DNF, I reckon, Alfie. Right. Looks like they're all starting to ready. Wait, what did it just said? Sorry. Ready up? Yeah, we've been told they're ready up. Honestly, I fancy one of the Hasses. They just work too well together. It's going to need to be a new driver leading into turn one to do anything about this. But part one of this Super Saturday in Saudi Arabia is underway for the sprint. Looking like already some contact in the back, but the two Haas cars are going to remain in their order of 1 and 2. You got a Red Bull of Bunions going over a little bit wide for turn 2. You don't want to scrape your front. Oh, there's contact! The Red Bull's gone around. Bunions is already facing the wrong direction. Charles leads ahead of Duke and Roy. There's no safety car at the moment. On the first lap of 9 here in Saudi Arabia, it's two Hasses, an Alpine and a Ferrari. Wade Vader into 5th place, a good start from him and the Division 2 Championship leader Cayenne. You've got Ella sitting in a solid position, but that is a horrendous start for Red Bull. Not what they would have wanted. And Bunions is no longer. He's not got a front wing on the front of that car. We'll need to get into replay, but it just looked like it was such a big scramble down there. All of them were hitting into each other. It was like bowling. Because you've got Maniac Memories. He got some damage as well. He's down there. Jonas isn't competing in this race. You've got Morgaine, and it looks like Hans Woodcock might have had a problem as well. But it's a lot of action early here. It's just about action in these sprint races. So there's no point in waiting. There's no point in being calm. We need to be loud and excited, because that's what the whole point of these sprint races. And that is lay on the brakes for Duke. Nearly got a bit too close to the back of his teammate Charles Leclerc, or Ayrton Senna. He changes it every week. You've got a battle going on between Kel Webster and Duke, and there is a problem for Kel Webster, who looks like he's had a problem of his own in the kick. So he must have faced the wrong way, and the Mercedes is also all over the road. He'll get around as of a slow moving Aston Martin of our web. As it looks like in the thick of this, everybody knows that Woods has got past Roy, as they're still blinking first sectors, as there's a Red Bull of Manic Memory, who's also had his own problems. What an eventful start to this race. But what's not eventful is this battle up front. It's like a chess game. It's so calm between these guys. It's like poetry. Charles, Duke, and Woods, with Roy looking like he's getting pulled away from.
Track map. Thick of it. I'm in the thick of it.
Track map. Thank you, Twiggy. Twiggy, you may make fun of my nationality, but you also help me with a lot of big things, so I respect that. As there's some fast laps being put in. Woods looks to be the fastest of the three at the moment. Who saw that coming? So it looked like this was Charles' pace. But it looks like it's a bit of a choo-choo train at the moment. Is Charles pushing 100%? I highly doubt it. And I look at Duke. Was Duke sniffing an opportunity there to get past Charles? It's right on board of the defending champion. Let's see what he does.
In what world?
Look at this. This is so tactical, and I know Woods is going to want to get involved in this, but what he can't do is slow Duke down too much, because then that could allow Charles to just pull away. You need to be smart in situations like this, and I think that's how he will play it. Is what's happened here. Got more problems for Kel Webster. It's not been a good sprint race for the kick. The green car curse is not been broken clearly. He will retire as well. It's Bunyan's picked up a 3-second penalty, but I also might retire as well. This is like the Brazilian sprint in real life. Just waiting for something to happen between the leaders who are all close together. Also, has Woodcock bunions. You don't want to lose to Jonas because he isn't even driving his car right now. Right, Duke will get DRS, but it just doesn't look like he wants to pass his teammate, which is such a shame, man. Oh yeah, I can give you one right now. Sorry. I think it retired you, by the way, but oh wait, no, it's a sprint race, so to be fair. Power away. Something tells me I don't have you as a friend. But mostly by the way. Nothing's happening. I'll get it. I'll look. Hold on a minute. I'll look at it at the end. You are retired from the thing, so I'll do it at the start qualifying. Maybe. Meanwhile, Duke is right behind his teammate. This could actually be the two Haas drivers finally battling each other. It's like they're just working together. They'd never really battle. Well, that change today is Cayenne gets a 3-second time penalty. Duke's gonna turn his DRS open, but will he try the move? He's on medium, he's not pushing his DRS, but he's right behind his teammate. Duke seems to be the quicker driver at the moment. This is getting interesting, and Duke's gonna be pulling alongside his teammate. Duke's gonna be pulling ahead of his teammate. Duke takes the lead here in the sprint race in Jeddah. It is now Duke, Charles, and Wads, the top three, as Wads had contact with Wade Vader. Wade Vader got into the back of Wads, and he's going to take third place. It was like a NASCAR style bump and run pass, and Wade Vader now goes down the inside of Charles. Exactly what they shouldn't have done. That's now going to help Duke pull away. But what a move by Wade Vader to get past Duke as the two Alpines. Like in real life, as Wade Vader's gone off too. Oh no, Wade Vader. And that is now put the two Hasses over a second away from the pack. But what happened between the two Alpines, I wonder? As I think during this, Morgan also had a problem. Is props to Kyle having a pretty solid race in the 10th position, maybe looking to get his first points of the season in this sprint. Oh, into the wall a little bit there for Kyle, but it looks like he's got no damage. Keep that thing on the track, bro. Is Jamie Hester. This man, jokes aside, this man is actually, this man surprises me every single time I see him drive. He's like poetry. He's like a work of art. He can literally, no matter what you throw at this guy, he'll always finish in a solid position. Like, this man's impossible to take down. Meanwhile, Charles is going to get the lead back over Duke, as we're now coming to the closing enders of this race, as Roy and maybe Cayenne are going to get past Wads. Wads is off the track, and Cayenne's going to get up into 4th place. Wads is falling back into the pack in this race now. So it's the same top 3 as qualifying. Charles, Duke, Roy. Oh, this is the first time these two drivers have battled it out on the track, and clearly are pushing each other to the limit. There's no teamwork here. This is about finishing higher than they are. This is about who the number one driver is. Because while yes, these two are both great friends and both can get great results, the conversation will soon need to come. Which one of these two will win the title, and which one of these two is the man at that team right now? As now, we're just continue this. Is meanwhile, Darth Vader and Ella are in a battle right now. So just in case, I just need to make sure I get the song ready right now for the person who wins the race, because I'm doing a thing where I play a song so someone wins. And someone's having Wads is out! Wads is gone! Woods has crashed out of the race. We'll find out what happened in a moment. I was looking away. I was getting music ready. And wow, Woods is out of the race. I'm so sorry for missing that, everybody. I was looking and getting music, but Woods, I thought he'd in the pits. No idea what happened there. I can try and get maybe a drive-by view of what could have happened. Yeah, he's in the... I think he's in the pit. I think he retired on drag, so... I wonder if he's had like an emergency or something, or a personal thing happened, or what. He retired out of shame, so he must have done something way later. That's a respectful thing, I've done that before, so... Anyway, the two Hasses! The two Hasses are side by side for the lead! As... Oh, Charles! Charles just pulled ahead of Duke. This is the track Duke embarrassed himself at with Super No Bagel a year ago, or a season ago, we should say. Into the exact corner. That's not happening today. So I just need to get the song ready for Charles, because that's the one I don't know the name of. I know the name of Dukes, but I don't know the name of Charles's. So. Yeah. Okay, you got it. Okay. The Duke is how? He's all over the back of this man. This is the first time we've seen these two. Got it! Charles got slidey on the back of his car. There's not much grip left on this racetrack. Someone's crashed. Cayenne is out. Cayenne's out of the race. Cayenne has crashed. Cayenne's day is over. Meanwhile, the two Hasses are still going for this race. Kyle is up to 6th, by the way. What a drive by Kyle. He could find himself in 5th place here if Jamie Hester's got a penalty. What a drive by Kyle. Well done, bro. As we're now coming to just 1.5 laps to go between the two Haas drivers. Charles is going to pull the DRS open. Don't use any battery. They're not using any of it. Duke's not... Sorry, it's Duke behind. The gap stays the same. Has Woodcock retired? This track is catching them all by surprise tonight. Coming now. Through the final corner. The two Haas drivers have set a benchmark tonight. They're gonna, in part 1 of the weekend, they're now coming to the 1 lap to go, sponsored by Iron Brew. Here comes Duke from the outside. How brave is Duke feeling? It doesn't matter, because Charles is going to give him the advantage coming into this lap, because Charles has confidence in himself that he can make this work with DRS. Gloves off now. Charles came into wheel to wheel as a boy with McLaren. He was a teenager at Mercedes, but now he's a man at Haas, and he is manhandling the back of his teammate for this win here in Saudi Arabia. It's only a sprint. Imagine what the main race is going to be like. It's a tight exit, nice cutback. Manic Memory retires from the race. I don't think this race will live in his memory for too long. But the two Haas's are sliding about. They're sliding, they're slipping, they're doing everything they can. Duke wants to hang on so badly, but the DRS flap, the letterbox, opens for Charles. He's still not going to go for this move. He knows exactly where he can pull this off. The overtake mode enabled. That sums up what he wants to do. Can Duke hang on? 1 corner to go, 2 straights. Into the corner, there are 2, they're side by side. This is cinema, this is cinema. The two Hasses, wheel to wheel, coming to the line. Charles wins. Charles has won part 1 of this Jeddah weekend. Charles wins ahead of Duke. What a fight from him. Then it's Roy, then it's Darth Vader. Well done, Kyle in 5th place. Jamie Hester in a strong 6th, then it's Rajfosa, Ella, Twitch, White Vader, Bunions, Morgan and Jonas. Well done. 0.04. Exactly like Santa. Well done, man. Well done. Well done, Charles. David gave me answer. I would give the Kyle personally. War race. Oh God, Man United are playing tomorrow. I already know it's going to be an absolute nightmare, but hope for the best. That's the mindset for every non-game for us now. It's going to be a nightmare. So even when we do well, it's a surprise. I just like Vader in the Mercedes because K5 M5 got here, I guess. So that's good for kick. They've got their man back to support Kale Webster. It's Kale, not Cal. I was saying Cal last 2 weeks. Kale Webster. Is heroes. It's the only thing right now. It's 17 minutes, so. And it's a short quality. So, the vibes are pretty chill at the moment. Just the opening runs. We're going to ride on board with. How about Red Rose up? Why not? I'll see what he does, and we're going to get reference put on. Language enabled. There we go. Now let's look at some stats for Division 1. I saw Alfie doing this last week, and I thought it was quite good, so I'm going to do that as well. Okay, so Division 1 stats right now. So, oh, it's Division 2, sorry. I don't want to look at that because mine are probably really bad. So, Duke and Charles have the best. Oh God, they're great. So, let's have a look at the comparison between the two. So, points. Duke has 22, Charles has 16. However, Charles has a better average race result. They both have the same amount of wins, same best result. Duke, though, has 2 fastest laps, while Charles has none. Duke has 3 podiums, Charles has 2, and Charles has got 1 DNF. Duke's average position change is 4, and Charles' negative 65. Duke's average start position is 5th, while Charles is 3rd, and Charles' highest grid starts 1st, while Duke's is 2nd, and Charles has 2 poles. Behind this really close tussle, Roy is 3rd in the championship, but so is Wads is 4th, both missed 1 race, and then you got Cal Webster in 5th. Cal Webster, yeah, no, Cal Webster. Yeah, Cal Webster. Cale Webster. That's what it was. Cale Webster. Scottish. Cale Webster. So yeah, interesting stats. Looks like the 2 athletes, they're so equal. It's insane. And there's some yellow flags out already, so maybe some things going on around that portion of the track. for its manic memory. Look through there. Doesn't validate. Push it to the limit. Our web per lane burst. Woods was 2 times faster than that, over 28.1. Raj Boza splits the medal and Duke puts 2 times ahead of himself in the opposition. Out of the first 4. Next across the line will be... Looks like it's going to be Bunions is on out lap. Charles is nearly finished his opening adventure. It's a smooth final corner from Charles, an absolute master of this track. Master of Jeddah, goes 2 attempts faster than his teammate on his banker lap, 27.7. I don't think I could do that in my wildest dreams. Has Woodcock easily slow so far or not? Morgan decides to go 4 tenths off. And her McLaren, I bet Marek couldn't do that. I bet Marek would be like 3rd right now. Shocking. I'm joking. Kyle, say, was that a spun car? Is that a spun car? Turn 1 I just saw. Am I tripping? I don't know. We'll look at that. It's like Jamie Hester runs to the line, goes 3rd fastest. Good lap by the owner. Is he going to own the midfield tonight? We'll see. Is he's validated on his in lap? Well done, dumbass. Meanwhile, just kind of chill at the moment. Woods and Jonas also on laps. Jonas is invalidated. Although it's fair play, to be honest, he did miss the sprint, so that's to be expected. A bit more rough said and said Twidge, who looks to be on a pretty neat tidy lap. I remember the Division 2 race here a couple of seasons ago when Twidge threw away and went with being validated in the last lap. But is he going to do it here? Solid positioning for there, very, very solid. This man was absolutely rapid at Kota in Div 2. And I thought that pole battle between me and him until Wade Vader appeared. Anyway, Bunions went 5th fastest for Red Bull. Good job by him. Manic Memory goes 13th with about 2 seconds off the pace. He's playing a bit rusty. As Twitch Starry is going to go 11th fastest. Goes ahead of Has Woodcock. As Has Woodcock goes into the pits. Wade Vader has got a purple middle sector actually, looking pretty strong. This guy knows how to defend. He lives up to his name, Wade Vader. But he's also got rapid lap time. He showed it in Kota. He's showed it so far this weekend. He's had some great pace in the sprint, in the qualifying for the sprint. Is he going to have good pace here? It's a good final sector in that Mercedes car. Wade Vader, can he put himself in the conversation with the front drivers? Wade Vader goes 6th fastest. A tidy lap from Wade Vader there. Roy's only 8th fastest, so Alpine are looking to a great. Kylie Cayenne is pulled into the pits. He must have been validated. It looks like Darfish or Darth Vader. I'm just going to say Darfish. I feel like Darth Vader is a bit silly. Darfish has got a proper middle sector. Darfish has got a proper middle sector and is looking to maybe put himself into the battle for pole positions there. Maybe not pole position actually, maybe around top 5. But let's see, as he's currently just running down this back stretch. This part is so fun to get it right, but so annoying to get it wrong. Will he get it right? He's going to get it basically perfect. That was good. That was solid, right up to the track limits, but not going over it. He's got 31% of his battery left. That should just be a good amount for this final straightaway. You will need to use a bit more take. Get your braking zone right. Don't stay out of that wall. Cut back. Good exit. Don't get loosey-goosey. Pick up a slipstream from the Red Bull. Whoa! Were brakes involved there? I hope not. He goes 10th fastest. What was that Red Bull doing? Was that Bunions? It was. Left there. Bunions was in the way there. I hope that's not a penalty, because it wouldn't be great for me, or him, or any of us. What was he doing there? Okay, whatever. United fan, so I can respect. I don't care. He's still my driver. He's still a United fan, so I'm not gonna shout at him. What has happened to Kick, man? They're just nowhere near this weekend so far. I mean, K5M5's on a lap. See where K5M5 ends up one of the quickest here. He's gonna really need to show how good he is this weekend. Right now, he's going to have to show some pace. So K5M5 round the final corner. Oh, he's doing this to get the best possible cutback off this corner. It is a 5-place grid penalty because Morgan and Ella have had it coming together. Oh dear. Morgan and Ella have had it coming together somewhere. 5-place grid penalty for Ella. So if she qualifies 20th, what are you going to do? You're going to put her back 5 grid spots and have her the final corner? Don't know. We'll find out. But here is K5M5. Has struggled at times so far at the start of this season, but we'll see what he can do today. He's had some issues with our drive. No, not our drive. He's had some track limit issues in the first few races. Feel sorry for him, but he is pushing that thing to the limit with that neon green car, that neon green helmet. That just looks cool, doesn't it? And he is pushing this to the limit. If there's a person in this race who can challenge Charles for pole today, I feel like it's this man. And he'll run it through here. Be confident. That didn't even look like it thought about spinning out. That looked stable. And he's still got battery. He'll put on his overtake mode now, but don't use too much because there's still points in a lap that you'll need speed for it. Will he get it good through here? That is even better. Oh no! Just when it looked good. K5M5 has went over track limits and thrown away what could have been a lap that put him right up there with the best. Not what he needed to do is Jonas crosses a line, goes 8th fastest with a 28.2, just into the 28.2s by 3 milliseconds. As a rumble girl, Roy needs a good improvement. He's currently in the midfield, and this is a man who talks a big game, but he is looking to try and get up there with the top 2. He's done. As Charles has put himself even further from the opposition. That is not something Duke, Jamie Hester, Water Bunions will want to see. As look at this from Roy. Pushing it to the limit. Can he get anywhere near the 2 acids? Before, it was possible. Now, is it fading towards impossible after that barnstormer by Charles? Roy's pushing him through the final corner. He's non-validated. This is still on. The lap's still on, the car's still on the track, he's pushing it to the limit, he's still got some battery left. Someone, I think Cayenne has made some position gains back there up to 11th place, his teammate, but here comes Roy. Can Roy do anything about the top 2? No, he's just missed the front row at the moment. It's 3rd fastest only for Roy, but that's a 3rd man into the 27s. With 6 minutes to go, a sight we're getting too used to. The top winner in wheel-to-wheel is the top driver in this session so far. K5M5 looks like he can validate it a 3rd time. I don't know if he's saving his tyres for... This will be like his 4th time on the track, 3rd time on the track. He's looking to try and get going again. For a kick. So we'll see, he comes out of the final corners now. K5M5 gets a pretty damn okay exit. Can K5M5 put... Oh no, he's got some pit. That's pretty expected, honestly. Yes. So far, is Charles in the front. Like we saw coming, it is still the Charles show here in Jeddah, and Duke is backing him up in 2nd. Could this be a 3rd straight pole for Duke? Not 3rd straight, sorry. Sorry to invite Darfish, I fell asleep. Sorry, I was on my club, didn't have my device near me. Darfish is going back though, I'm pretty sure, so I think we're good. Okay, fuck. Sorry I didn't invite you, Darfish. I was commentating. I was on my chair, but Darfish just said he cannot take control of his car. really can. We're about 5 minutes to go in this session now too. Right. The final runs are being prepared as we're on board with Jonas, who's preparing for his final run in the Williams. Last week's pole man, really surprising that. I mean, listen, Jonas is a great driver, but I don't think anyone expected him to be on pole. That's just some of the surprises this league gives us. I will throw Darfish an invite right now. If I have him as a friend. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do. There you go. Is that invalidation already from Jonas? Is Jamie Hester's gonna leave the pits? And is McLaren? The two Hasses are both in the garage at the moment. I wonder if Charles is going to try Sebastian Vettel 2013 and just stay in the pits. That'd be an interesting one. I suppose I might do the same, we'll find out. As Raj goes on out. Starts his final run for V-Card. One of the stars in qualifying in Division 1 this season, especially in Austria. I wonder what he can pull off today. 1 minute to go, this should be his final run of the qualifying session. I think the rear stepped out a bit there though. So the lap might not... Is he pushing full speed? He's got no battery on, so I think something's happened. Has he left it off? We don't know. Twudge is starting a lap. What's right on board with Twudge? I think he's the... Him and Rajvoda are the only ones on laps at the moment, and Morgan. Morgan on hers. Yeah, Morgan's on a lap right now. We'll see what Morgan can improve by. Currently like 4 attempts off, but can Morgan go any quicker? Morgan just has to get his braking zone right at the end of qualifying. She's gone wide. Morgan's gone wide. Or is that the line she thinks she can take? Or am I stupid and is she on her outlap? Morgan's gonna cross the line. Yeah, I think that was an outlap. I need to stop fucking hyping up outlaps. I think Rajvoda's going for a double outlap strategy. Jamie Hester's on a lap. This is the man. Oh no! Jamie Hester's invalidated. Jamie Hester's invalidated. That's his qualifying over. We'll see how far I fall back. Roy. Good eggs off this final corner. Need to push it to the absolute limit. Because he is behind. He is not where he wants to be at the moment. He's third. He's behind the two Hasses. He needs a monstrous lap to even think about challenging Charles. Because Charles just seems like he's got the upper hand on all of them this week, as are all on their final runs. So I think it will be I think Roy will be the first one to cross the line. Then it will be a Red Bull, which is not a lap. Then I think Charles or Duke will be next. I think it's going to be Duke. So Roy is still pushing it. He really needs to, honestly, just throw it all away at this point. Go for it. If you invalidate, so be it. This is more. This is pole positions on the line. Cut back. Cut it through. It's looked tidier than last time. But is it tidier than last time? Because looks and results are two different things. Just ask female celebrities. He's got his DRS wide open. He's braking at just about perfectly. He's getting a good final exit. Is it pole? Is it pole tonight for Roy? No, but he goes ahead of Duke by 1 millisecond, who's invalidated. Roy's ahead of Duke on the grid. Charles, unless Watts or someone else behind can spring a surprise, Charles looks like he's going to be on pole here in Jeddah to the surprise of absolutely nobody as he improves to the 27 frees and as Watts can't improve either. There's your grid. As it looks like we've got a few things to sell back here as Kyle invalidates. Twidges in the pits. R-Web! R-Web! I didn't see that! R-Web's gone onto the front row! Right in the death, the Aston Martin driver has gone onto the front row. Well done, R-Web. No one saw that coming. Great lap. Great lap, R-Web. Great lap. Absolutely incredible. Well done. So it's Charles on pole, but there's a green tint alongside him that we didn't see coming from R-Web. Then it's Roy, a disappointing invalidation from Duke, and then Wads and Jamie Hester. Heat top 6. What a session again. Well done, R-Web. Only 4 tenths off Charles in the end. Right, there you go. What a session. But anyone saw that coming, by the way. Wow, what a job by R-Web. Why are you calling? It's lights out and away we go here in Jeddah. It's a great start from Charles. It's 3 wide behind him, but Charles is going to lead in the turn 1. They're all behind him in their own order. I think Arweb and Duke side by side, but it's Arweb in second. It's Duke alongside him. Duke's down the inside. Duke into second. Bert inside Haas 1-2 again. Cayenne is out. Cayenne's in trouble. He's spun off in the back. So Cayenne already facing the wrong way. Twitches off the track with damage on his Williams, as this gaggle of cars is all fighting for the same piece of road. But what a start from Charles again. He's got a second nearly already to the field. Exactly what he would have wanted. Then Duke follows. Then Arweb. Then Watts. Is a poor start from the Alpine of Roy, who's been overtaken by Bunions. Great move by the Red Bull driver. Roy's down to 7th. Duke is up to 2nd for Biff on the grid. Wads is also sitting in 3rd. He's got past. Wads also gotten past the Aston Martin driver of Arweb. And now I think Wads 2nd place on those soft tires. Wads goes down the inside. Wads is into 2nd place now. And Duke will do everything he can to keep that Ferrari at bay. But I think Wads has some speed in that car. And I think Duke is now behind him, and he is. Wads now has to go chasing after that pass. But it's the early portions of the race. Now things should settle down. But Wads will be pushing everything. He'll be pushing that car to the absolute max to try and have a go at Charles. So it's Charles in the lead by about 8 tenths, even on the Uber compound, even on the hard tyres. Charles is still dominating the opposition. But whoa, did Watts get a bit slidey there? I think he did. Duke's alongside the Ferrari, so that just as Duke made some progress by getting past Duke, the defending champion, has momentum, has the RS also. Watts is going to stay ahead into the braking zone. And now Arweb's going to try and get involved here as well, the sneaky Aston Martin driver. Can he sneak past one of these two? These two are going to be focusing on each other. Has he got a big gaggle going on right here? Jonas on the inside of Roy's. Wonder if Roy's picked up some front wing damage. He's just struggling on those harder tyres. As it looks like Bunions is pulling alongside Jamie Hester. Watch out for Wade Bader down the inside! There's 3 wide! They're 3 wide! Front wings flying all over the place. I think Bunions has lost wing for the 2nd race. Of the 2 races this weekend, I think Bunions has already picked up damage. It wasn't Bunions, I think it was one of the others. Was it Roy? Was it Jamie Hester? One of them has damage, but Wayne Bader, what a move already for the Mercedes man. Wow, what a move. And look who's here. Wads is gaining on Charles, but he needs to focus. Get your head down. Do not worry that that's Charles in front of you. You need to focus. Get this move done. This race could be turned into a completely different event. But Wads needs to focus. He needs to get this done at the first time of asking. Haas have been unstoppable since the lights went out for that sprint about an hour ago. But at the hour point, is Wads gonna have a go? No! Because Duke's now getting past. Duke's coming in clutch for the team. Oh, that must be so frustrating for Wads. It must be such a shame, as Manic Memory looks like he's crashed in the Red Bull. That could be a safety car. Duke, Wads, and Charles are racing for the lead. Duke's going round the outside. Not anymore already. Cut back from the Dutchman. Wads is making it 3 wide. Charles is going to stay ahead. Duke has to sit behind. This is so good. This is such good entertainment on a Saturday night. And the two Hasses are still going at it. Oh, this is incredible stuff. This is incredible. And he's still going at him. They're still going at each other. As he brushes the wall. He's brushing the wall. That's how hard he's pushing. Oh my god. This is like Senna v Verstappen if it was ever to happen. Wow. And now Duke's coming. Now Duke's behind. Now Duke might have DRS, but this is such a difficult place to overtake. He's not even going to think about going for it here. And now Senna, or Charles, or Leclerc, or Emilian, or whatever you want to call him, has now got Duke going round the outside of him. Duke's going to take the lead back. Well, watch. Here's Woods. Woods is getting back involved. Can Woods pass both of them? He's got a poor exit. I don't think it's going to happen. Here comes Charles again. Here comes Charles again. Here comes the Ferrari of Woods, maybe. It is Charles who now leads the race again. Duke and Woods. So, is business back to usual for Charles, or has Duke got something to say about it? We're only 5 laps in. Absolutely incredible. Jamie Hester's the first man to pick up a penalty in this race. Arwebb's going to get past Woods for that podium spot. The soft tyres starting to die off. And oh, here we go again. Cars pulling away from the field. Oh, here we go. Get your feet up. Get your drink with an umbrella in it. The two Hasses are going to be battling again. And Duke's going to try and look at the inside of Charles. But the corner isn't made. Duke takes a position back, but Charles is going to get DRS again, so don't celebrate yet, Duke. The move's not done. It is far from done. I think Charles is going to wait for the second straight. I imagine that's what he would do. As we're focusing on these two so much. There's some other great battles going on in the thick of this field, like Kale Webster getting past Darfush. You've got Radjavoza and Jonas battling. You've got Bunions ahead of both of them. Roy in his own battle. White Vader looking like a move on Jamie Hester as Woods' time on the soft tyres is coming to an end. He lasted 6 laps. He entertained us, but now it's going to be a long road in the hard tyres, and it is a well orchestrated double stack from the Ferrari boys. Unfortunately, it's not been a well orchestrated race. As it were receiving years, it was 99 per late final that failed on him. I think Charles has actually made a little bit of a mistake there for the first time in this race. Got a bit loose, got a bit slippery. Sorry, I'm saying terms like loose because NASCAR I'm pretty sure is coming back this week, so I'm thinking about that, kinda. But yeah. Tomorrow's going to be a great day of football, man. You got Arsenal, City, all that stuff. But here's Bunions! Bunions has made a triple pass! Bunions, Roy Radjavoza, Bunions is gaining. White Vader and Jamie Hester are battling. I think Charles is taking the lead. The Hasses are switching and swapping every lap. They're all battling. Radjavoza's going to try. Oh! Nearly gets into the back of Bunions. Roy has to set 8 for the moment. But this battle is continuing onward very nicely. You've got Kyle sitting in 10th position as Woodcock picks up a 3-second time penalty down in 15th. So just look how close everyone is. K5M5 picks up his first penalty today. As they're all going to start picking up penalties. Kyan K5M5 has Woodcock, Jamie Hester immediately after 7 laps. pick up penalties. As we will go on to the penalty details, and we can have a little look here. Get folder, change. But oh, right loose! Right loses the back end of his car. Or I cannot find the selection for penalties. Is that Rajvosa going down the inside for? There it is! But Kyle's gonna stay on and stay ahead of him! Class defending from Kyle. I do you think that is absolutely amazing? I don't know how he saved 9th place there. If he could save that, he could have saved the Titanic, couldn't he? Brilliant by Kyle. Looks currently setting the lap time benchmark as he takes the lead from Charles. Duke looks like he's the quickest man on the track at the moment. Other details, thank you. Oh yeah, I just didn't see that one, thanks. So you can see that they're all 3 seconds at the moment. I think this is the most important one because you need to see everyone like race things. As Wade Vader had retired, Mercedes crashed. Look at that wheel off the car. The virtual safety car is out here in Jeddah. I don't know how that's not a full safety car. There's a car hanging in the middle of the road. But virtual safety car comes out. That's exactly not what the Ferraris would have wanted. And this is exactly not what Kel Webster would have wanted. A 10-second time penalty. And I think this is a full safety car. The full track map's yellow. It says virtual, but that's a glitch. I think it's just not. No, there's no safety car on the track. So it is just a virtual, sorry. Drive for a penalty for both. No! R-Web and Twitch have picked up drive for penalties because EA is retarded. Drive for penalties for both R-Web and for Twitch Sterry. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. But both of those two drivers are now basically at the races round. I'm really liking his performance for Bunyan. He's up in 5th place at the moment. He's broke free that battle behind him with Roy, Kyle, Jonas, Rajosa. And he can now make his own charge. He just needs to avoid a penalty because this man can't be quite penalty prone. If Bunyan's going to avoid a penalty, a podium again could be on today. It's been a great race from Bunyan so far.
Change the lap thing to interval.
Should I? Okay. Do that. Yeah. It was on interval, I just wanted to look at it. Yeah, get out of interval. So you see right now the Hasses have kind of broken away from each other there, but separate now. And there's a car off as well as Rajvosa. Rajvosa's gone for a spin. Rajvosa's got problems in the RB. Something's happened to the V-Carb driver. Looks like he might have been hit or lost the car, but he's kept his front wing in one piece, so that's important. So he won't need to make a trip to the pits unless he wants to for tyres. But these two Haas drivers are actually in a calmer position than usual. There's an 8th gap. We might not see a lead change this lap. It looks like Jonas has dispatched Kyle 5th place. It's a pretty peaceful moment. Let's go into the pits with Kenny Cayenne. No changes, his car must have escaped damage on that first lap, but he will need a tyre change as per strategy goes. So Red Rose is also going to come in, I think. Is that a wing change? I'll check later. As Woodcock's ahead of him. Well, that's those two cars doing that, as these two are still got a 6/10 gap, going at their own good pace. Can't be separated, but Charles looks to again. We might see a battle for the win again between the two Hasses. As Woodcock becomes the first person to get a second penalty. First man on 6 seconds, as it looks like Arbed and Lucas get the penalty. Both of them are now left out of now. Till the end of this race. And here comes Charles behind the back of Duke. Duke's hanging on, but I don't know how much longer that's going to be for, as these hard tyres are looking to be in a good position now. As looks like Duke's going to come into the pits. First move, the medium tyres have finally lost life, and now Duke's going to go for an undercut. He's going to pull the gap out to Charles. That's a pit stop for Duke. Get the harder tyres on, and now drive your heart out. But it's a slow stop. Who's he waiting for? Who's he waiting for? Duke had to wait. Oh no, Duke had to wait in the pits. He had to wait in the pit lane for another car. I don't know who it was, but there was a car going through. He couldn't leave his box till everything was safe. Duke's slow pit stop gives a good advantage to the race leader now in Charles, who is starting to California cruise this car now. Now we know about this.
What are you waffling?
I'm not waffling.
Duke had a good stop.
Did it? Am I tripping or not? Did it? It looked like to me that he'd been waiting for longer. It looked like he was in there for about 3 seconds. But maybe I was tripping. In fact, I probably was.
We watched it on his stream.
Okay, right.
Normal stop.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for checking it. And I'm so sorry about that, everybody. It looked to me that Duke had a slow stop. Figured that it didn't, and he's actually going to make a simple pass on our web. So that's a pass from Duke. He's now got some clear air to his best friend. His best friend, Roy. I may have to make a track talk episode about these two relationships because they never stop beefing. If you all want a track talk episode on this, let me know and I'll do it. But for now, it's Charles in the lead. Don't get to make his pit stop. Dark Bush is in trouble. The Ferrari's out. Ferrari has crashed out of 13th place. The virtual car came out. That catch is also another fucking car. Surely they haven't learned. And Wood clearly hasn't learned. But another 10 seconds. He has not learned. How is he going to get This is a long ESC. Charles is in luck, and Duke must be so sad. Charles might be in so much luck. He's gonna take the golden ticket, which is a virtual safety car that comes right at the right time. Well, he's leaving. Why is Jamie stayed out? Why is Bunyan stayed out? Why have they stayed out? The virtual safety car was there. They had a great. I mean, unless they are going for the new tyres at the end. But in one stage, this race has been put to bed, with Charles now in the lead by even more now because of the virtual safety car. He's got fresher tyres than Duke, fresher and faster. Will these tyres on Charles make it to the end of the race at a good pace? We'll find out at the end. But for now, he's got great track position, and these two, Jamie and Bunions, are still going to stay out and go for a great final stint push. Morgan gets her first penalty of the night. And they say there's a caution on track. It's for Rajvoza now. Rajvoza this time And is it at the same point that the last two were at? It indeed was. Rajafosa has now crashed his car, and yet they're still not given any safety cards. I mean, come on, all three of them should have been safety cards. I don't know what they're playing at tonight. I don't know what EA's on. I don't know if they're on drugs. But these are all safety cars that are not being given. It's ridiculous, actually. It's absolutely ridiculous by EA. That's 3 safety cars, full safety cars we should have had. We've had 2 virtuals and 1 that's gone unnoticed. It's ridiculous. And you want Duke, fair play. He has caught his teammate. Has Charles went slower, or has Duke just pushed like mad? I'd imagine it's the second one. No, the first one, sorry. Charles has now got Duke breathing into his clutches. Wow, here we go. This could still be on, because Duke's got time, and the mediums are only going to get worse, so the hard will get better, as your battle for the lead at the moment between these two. Bunions are going to be having to go at the lead very soon. Bunions is right behind Jamie Hester now. Bunions is getting a good run through there. The leadership might change hands soon. The Red Bull driver is going to open the DRS. And while this is not a relevant battle at the moment, it will be a relevant battle in about 10 laps. Bunions is now going to have his DRS way opened on Jamie Hester. Can he get this move done? Put your overtake on. Put it all on. Jamie's in the pits. Bunions is going to take the lead of the race. And now we'll see, will the undercut will work surely for Jamie Hester. I doubt Bunions will be able to pull an overcut strategy, but Bunions is going to lead this race now. With Charles absolutely cutting through that gap like a knife through butter. Now let's see where Jamie comes out, because that will be crucial for this race. He's going to have fresh, shiny new medium compound tyres to catch. He's ahead of Jonas too. So he's got about 4 or 5 seconds to catch K5M5, and then after that he'll have Wads, and then after Wads it might be a stretch to catch Roy, but that'll be for around 4th place after Bunyan's pits. So we could see both Jamie and Bunions in the top 5 by the end of this race. K5M5 is clearly not safe, and I doubt, and Wads definitely isn't. Roy might not be either for that final podium spot. For now, though, Bunyan leads this race for Red Bull. I imagine he'll be coming in at the end of this lap, but Bunyan does lead at the moment. Bunions leads at the moment, that's all he wants to know, I'm sure. But Bunions is sitting pretty in first place. But now it is his moment to come into the pit lane. Bunions is going to slow down, make sure you get that pit limiter absolutely perfect. Bunions is now coming in for a fresh set of medium tyres. It is now time to push, like your life depends on it, Bunions, because a top 5 or podium could be on the cards. But will Bunions be ahead of Jonas? Now that's critical, because I don't think Bunions would want you to beat him. Look at this though. Bunions has pulled an incredible outlap. Bunions has got past Jamie Hester. Well done, Bunions. That is an absolutely exceptional outlap. Bunions has passed Jamie Hester on the track. 3-second time penalty doesn't matter anymore. Bunions has the track position and now has 2 places to make to get into the top 4, and then it'll be the podium push. Well done, Bunions. Great move, great outlap. As Charles and Duke look like they are settled in first and second, but will Roy finish third, or will it be Bunions? Because Bunions is catching. Bunions should catch these guys on those fresh medium tyres, and I don't think, and it looks like he's pulling away from Hester already. Jamie might have damage, let's have a look. No, he doesn't. At least it's not visible damage for Jamie Hester. He's got full front wing, so I wonder if he's just made mistakes on his lap. Bunions is all over the road. Bunions is all over the road. This is the last thing these two need to do in battle. That is the last thing they need to do. Jamie Hester's gone past. That is the absolute last thing that Jamie Hester and Bunions need to be doing, is battle on the track. They have battled on the track too much, and that's what each other up. Roy's had to pit. Roy's picked up damage somewhere. The front wing's being changed for the Alpine driver. Roy's got problems. His championship run, that was never really a run clearly, has taken another hit tonight. He's now going to be out of the top 10, racing people like Ella, Kyan and Kyle. That is hugely significant and terrible, absolutely terrible night for the blue and pink team. They're not going to get a top 10 at this rate. Meanwhile, K5M, we're on board with Bunions, because he needs to try and get into the DRS to K5M5 so he can fend off Jamie Hester. We're going to have a four-way fight for this final podium spot between Wads, K5M5, Bunions and Jamie. This is going to be a thrilling climax to this race. Don't you go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere, because this is just getting started. This is going to be a great ending, as Wads and K5M5's battle is for that podium spot right now, as it's actually stabilising a bit behind K5M5. So K5M5 and Wads, at least on the tracks, Wads does have the penalty advantage. So really, it probably will be between Wads and Bunions, but K5M5 will open the DRS, but he's not blasting his battery, because I think he knows that if he battles with Wads too much, it'll make life easier for this pair. Oh, this is fascinating stuff between these four drivers. Bunions and Jamie don't get the memo as much. They're battling. They are being selfish. K5M5 and Wads, or at least K5M5, he's using his brain. He's thinking about this. He knows if he gets into a tussle with Wads, the other two are going to find it easier to catch. But now they're catching. The gap's now down to 1.2. It might be a second for the next DRS zone, and this is going to be on for Jamie Hester. But you can get out of that chat and close the door behind you, because no one wants you here. This is an F1 chat, not a porn chat. But right now we can see this battle for the podium heating up. Yeah, get out of my stream, kid. Right, here we go. Wads, K5M5, Jamie Hester is gonna go through, I think, on the inside. Hester's up to 4th place. And now here comes Bunions is in the wall. That's how hard he's pushing. You're not Ross Chastain. Stop trying to wall ride, but he can ride past these two. Bunions is gonna scoot to the outside. Great defending from Jamie Hester. Safe but fair. Bunions gets a great exit, gets around the outside of K5M5. Can he clear himself though? No, because K5M5's on the inside with stronger straight line speed. The car on the outside usually finds it hard to outbrake. He can't outbrake. And now it's Jamie Hester behind Wads. Jamie Hester's behind Wads. We've got about 6 or 7 laps to go. I'm set free math, so I can't tell you. But Wads is wide! He got himself stuck on the curb. That's the last thing you want to do. And he's now allowed the McLaren to go through onto that final podium space. There's contact! There's contact! And Wads has lost half of his front wing. He did not leave enough space for K5M5, and that was bound to happen. Wads is now going to lose a lot of downforce on that Ferrari, and Bunions has cleared K5M5 as well. So now it really is between Bunions and Jamie Hester for that final podium spot, as the two Hasses are pulled away from the field. Wood Starry's retired from the session in the pit lane, so that shouldn't cause too many problems. As Wads is retired from the race, the safety car's coming out! Oh my god! It's not over yet! Get right back to the television, get your popcorn back in hand, This race has just been given one final plot twist. The safety car's out, and Charles and Duke have went. Oh my god! The Hasses have missed the pit lane. Now, before I go too crazy, they will probably have time to get back in. But wow, we're gonna have a showdown here under the lights here in Jeddah. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is not over yet. We're gonna have a showdown between the Haas cars, Jonas, who's staying out, Jamie Hester, Roy. Roy's back into this thing, he stayed out. Onions on the soft tires. I think Jamie's on number 2. Oh, this is going to be a good finale. This is going to be a thrilling finale to this race. Come on, hurry up and catch the Hasses. The Hasses might be in trouble for the first time tonight. The Hasses may have to face some form of adversity. Their pit stop should be free though. They should get a free stop. They're their virtual safety car speed at the moment until they catch the safety car. So, I think they're good. I do think they're good. They should be alright. After these pit stops, both Hasses should still come out in the lead 1-2. So, it's not as exciting as it sounds. As Charles and Duke are going to come into the pits. I don't think this is as exciting as it sounds, as I do think both of them will have to serve a lot of pit stops, but we'll have enough time to. Now, it might come from Duke. Duke might lose places because he's going to have to wait behind his teammate. Jonas is coming down the pit stretch. He's pitting too. Jamie Hester's not going to have the time or even to catch Jonas. Catch Duke, sorry. But it should be ahead of Jonas, right? Yeah, we're ahead of Jonas. The Hasses are soft and they are not going to battle each other. Well, they will battle each other, but they're going to make sure they don't get in each other's way. Roy's staying out, so that's a problem for Bunions. Come on, Bunions, man. Get a good result out of this. But here we go. It's going to be Charles Leclerc ahead of Duke, ahead of Jamie Hester, ahead of Roy and Jonas, and Bunions. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. Wow. Entertaining few laps this has been tonight. Like shit, Snapchat, but. Ooh, females texting me. I'm joking. I'm commentating a race right now. No females talk to me. Let's see. Charles. Clean sheet. No warnings for him. Duke. 1 warning. 1 warning for Duke. So that's that. 2 S's on 1 warning. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Alright. Join session. Please say I've not missed anything. Please. I'm so sorry. Marek told me to check fucking warnings. I did not know that was a glitch. I forgot about it. We're good, I think. I think we're good. We are good. We're still on their safety car. We're fine. We're absolutely fine, guys. We're back. Safety car in a slap. Perfect timing. We're poised for a showdown. Charles loose as well. We are poised. I'm not blaming it on you. It was the heat of the moment. Don't worry about it. It was the heat of the moment. Here, we're back anyway. The 2 Haas cars prepare for what's going to be a showdown of the ages. Duke and Charles, the Messi and Ronaldo of this league. Safety car lights, you can get out of here because we've got green to the end. Safety car is in. We are racing for the final showdown, and Jamie Hester's gonna try and go round the outside of Duke. Duke stays ahead. Duke stays ahead of Jamie Hester. All sorts of kerfuffles are gonna happen behind. But it's Jamie Hester. Sorry, it's Charles who leads ahead of Duke, coming into 3 laps to go. Wow, this is going to be incredible. This is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. The 2 asses, they're going to be racing for the win now. break me down and build me up, whatever it takes. Now here we go. Meanwhile, I'm bored with Jonas. Roy's gonna get past Jonas. This is an incredible comeback from Roy, who had front wing damage not too long ago. He's now back up at the front and could be on for a podium. But Jonas is side by side. Charles is pulling away. Better get that Brazilian song back ready because it's gonna be needed. No DRS in this equation yet. It might be an equation in a few laps. Jonas and Roy are side by side. It's going to be Jonas who gets past Roy. Here comes Bunions down the outside. Bunions! Bunions sends it! Bunions tries to send it past Jonas, but he'll get past Roy. That's for the final podium spot. Duke is just hanging on to DRS at the moment. It's Senna, Charles, whatever you want to call. Let's get his sense. Cayenne's gone. Cayenne's out of the race. I couldn't give a shit though. There's bigger problems right now. Bigger entertainments. But look at this. The gap is now second between the top two, but the race for second is starting to turn on. The race for second could be turning on soon. Because we might know what fuck. No, it's not. The race for third on the track, the race for all these spots we don't know yet. This thing's gonna have to find itself out after the checkered flag, but they are starting to catch Duke. Drivers like Jamie, Jonas and Bunions are starting to hinder Duke. Charles was quick enough to survive. Duke's not got the legs. Here comes Jamie Hester round the outside in the final corner. There's contact between Jonas and Jamie. Now here comes Jamie with DRS. Jamie's gonna get past. Jamie's got the position. Jamie Hester, here goes Jonas. Jonas is on the inside. Duke's gonna stay ahead of Jonas. Duke's ahead of Jonas. Jamie's ahead of Duke. Charles is ahead of all of them. The yellow flags are out. Jamie's got another penalty. Roy's back ahead of Bunions. This is for your podium spot. This is the big battle. This is the battle we're going to turn our attention to. Our web's right behind the back of Bunions too. This is all for the final podium. This is so key. Will it be Roy's comeback? Will it be Bunions repeat? Will it be our web? Our web on the medium tyres. That was an incredible move by our web to get past Bunions. Our web's now going for. Our web's going all the way around the outside. He's off the road. He's off the road, but he's still there. He's still there. It's Roy ahead. Maybe the gap. Maybe Jonas will be home and drive. I mean, he does have 6 seconds. I don't think he will be. But now let's look at Ayrton Senna, Charles Leclerc, whatever you want to call his name. But who will be calling his name is the people at the top step of the podium. Because Charles is going to weather the storm tonight. He's going to survive. He's going to clean sweep the weekend. Charles is going to win in Jeddah again in the main race this time. And let's let this thing figure itself out. Charles wins. Duke's second. Then it's Roy, Bunions. And I think there's only one thing we'll need to play now. Charles gonna win. Duke, Roy, Bunions, and Ella coming out of nowhere for that top five. Then Jamie and Jonas get hurt by penalties. You got Kale Webster in 8th, Morgade and Kyle. And then R Web finishes 11th. What a race it was tonight, man. What a race. Wow, that was incredible. Now I can explain to my parents why I was being so loud. I am so sorry for all technical issues. I made a mistake with the race director. I made some mistakes on comms tonight. Thinking about it, I wasn't incredible tonight. But still, thank you so much for watching.